This is where it comes from, Memphis. And this is where it's developed for decades. An underground art, an expression born from the streets and neighborhoods that tourists don't visit. For years, a lot of the world has been unaware of our art, but those days are over. No longer will Memphis only be known for its rock and roll and blues heritage, but also for our heritage, our culture, our passion, our movement. To go. It's time for it to reach further than it's probably as far as it's gonna go. And that's the world. We put in a lot of time in developing this style. We didn't develop it just for it to stay in Memphis, and we didn't develop it just for it to be like some 15 minutes of fame. This is a style, this is not some step.
Right here. 20 years in the making. Gangsta walker, stand up. Stand up, them boys jookin'. Look how they goin', hit the flow, them boys choppin'. Watch how they spin on one toe, them boys stoppin'. Man, I ain't never seen that, cause you ain't from my city and them other dancers went. Them boys jookin'. Look how they goin', hit the flow, them boys choppin'. Watch how they spin on one toe, them boys stoppin'. Man, I ain't never seen that, cause you ain't from my city and them other dancers went.
Jookin' has no limitation, period. Every other dance I can find a limitation for it. This one has none. There's no limitation. It's slow, it's fast, it's medium, it's everything. No other dance style moves like Jookin'. Because it's not operated like any other dance style. We operate from our feet. We move around. We work the floor. We work the floor with grace. If a crowd is right out here in front of me, I'm just not gonna stand right here in one corner. I'm gonna move all the way around the stage. I'm gonna work the stage, and I'm gonna work the stage effectively. I'm not just gonna walk over here and do a move. By the time I get over there, you might hear a wow, because the way he got over there, how fast he got over there, how smooth it was. Did you even see him move when he was getting over there? Did you see how he got over there? It just happened. You have full management over the creativity of Jookin'. It's not like hip-hop dance where you're doing a routine or you're trying to come up with a move. I might do a move and you may never see it again. You probably ask me about it and I won't remember it. It's constant, never stops. It's always what's next. You're only as good as your last move.
Jookin' stands out from his feel, like, the style of music, the clothes we wear, the city of Memphis. The whole image is just different from any other dance style. People have been trying to say that it looks like watered down poppin' or like breakdance, but it's so much different from that because of the feel. And it's like, people haven't really understand that outside of Memphis until now. It's really different. It's not the same at all from any other thing you've ever seen. From how we standing on our toes. There's not many dances where you seen when people stand on their toes besides Michael Jackson. And like, what he did was kind of like, I don't even know, Mike was just Mike. And basically that's what Jookin' is. Jookin' is like his own art form.
We can like hit like a whole lot of beats with our feet, you know what I'm saying? That's the unique part about, about the whole little movement, hitting the beat, and moving our feet in different directions and stuff like that. I don't think no other dance can do that. That's what make our dance so unique.
It's through intricate feet movement, that all of this music is being read and it's being articulated.
The lower body is enabling the upper body, and then it creates a whole style. It's kind of moving from the feet up instead of like some performing arts, they use their arms for momentum, when we use our feet for balance and control. The upper body accents the feet, and eventually your feet teaches your arms. Once you learn to bounce, then you have a style. Immediately, you have a style. All you gotta do is just start moving in this style, learning different elements. learning different skills, like sliding, popping, waving, gliding. It's balance. It's difficult. It's not fit for every man. It's not.
Get back, cause you ain't chopping like that. Get back, get back, cause you ain't chopping like that.
Hood is kind of like, it's like the best thing in Jookin. If you can get a bunch of people to say hood, you do something real fresh, that's like the best feeling in the world if you a Jookin. It's like our clap, our cheer, our standing ovation, the hood.
When you hear that hood, it's like a jolt of light, boom, just hit your heart. It's just like, you know then everybody else feeling you.
And it's very, very riveting. It carries the spirits high. So, I mean, like, hood is definitely, it's been a gift to Jookin. You know, just saying, go Daniel, it's like, it's different.
If you ask me, this is sort of like a church to us. Cause you know, they be in church, they hear that music, they hear that word, they be into it, and it's steady coming in mind. The right song come on, you know, till they might get that Holy Ghost, but it's the same way, man. You might hear that right song, you like, man, that is it. I'm always Jookin. Even when I'm not up here, I'm doing something. I'm moving, I'm doing something, you know. And it's a part of life now. I always heard, man, you ever stop Jookin? It's fun. I tell everybody about it. Grandma know about it. Granddad know about it. Everybody know about Jookin now. I love this.
Jookin is my favorite thing to do. It's like, that's all I do. Like, that's my life. Like, most people, it ain't their life, it's my life. I juke, that's what I like doing.
When I wake up, you know, it's my exercise in the morning, you know, turn on a little music. I mean, believe it or not, probably in the midst of me making a bowl of cereal, I know I'm probably gonna hit a step or two on the kitchen floor or something, but it's my world. You know, when I'm on the dance floor, this is my world. I am the creator of my own world. It's a complete escape. It's a complete escape. I grew up on this dance floor, freeing myself and dealing with my problems out here, and it's like, it's always an outlet for me. The way I think, the things I do, and hopefully one day, even the money I make and the providing for my family will all be stimulated from just Jookin. It's definitely like one of the most important things in my life.
It's kind of like my getaway, like from all problems, from how just the world is now. Like the world's so messed up in the economy and war, and it was like Jookin is kind of like my breakaway, like my getaway from everything.
It's a different avenue for children and for, you know, teenagers to do something other than, you know, just hanging out in the streets, getting into trouble. It's like, I never seen 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old dudes just getting together dancing every week. You know, it's a dance that can be done to where you can do it and you can still be looked at as real cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Soldier Boy or anything like that. It's a dance to where, you know, the colder you are, the more respect you can get out of it.
It's a culture, you know, it's not just Jookin. You know, that's what I try to tell people, it's an art. And that's why people love what we do. It's an art form. You know, that's why we can juke every day. It's an art form, we love it.
First saw it, we fell in love with him. We wouldn't know, what would we be doing we weren't doing? Nothing. Probably robbing you. Real talk.
You have a purpose for doing anything, you know? We're sent here to have a purpose-driven life. And the purpose to do things, man, can be good, they can be bad. So you gotta create that environment. And we created that environment on the dance floor. You know, we turned anger into more than murder. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not murder now. Now we taking our anger to the floor. Now we don't wanna go out and hit somebody or get the fight. No, we don't wanna go out and take our frustrations out on any, unsuspecting individual. Now we can just take all that out on the floor. I'm pretty sure every dance does this. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of dances have a lot of things in common. But a lot of dances aren't started by us. I'm speaking for what I want the world to see it as. I don't want them to see it as like it's an incredible dance and that's all. Because there's so much more to what we do than just a spin and a glide. Because this spin and that glide, it doesn't come with thought. It comes without thought from us. So it's obvious that it's something else that needs to be seen there. Because we didn't get here just doing moves. We didn't get here just sliding around. There was a whole lot more that we had to put into this. We had to stay out of trouble in a troubled city. We had to, we had to do things that like the average kid in our position refused to do. Some kids from the neighborhoods I grew up in, most of the people I grew up with, they refused to do right. They just did not want to do right. They looked for trouble. They aimed for trouble. And you have to choose to not be that way in order to get anything the right way. Period. And I think Jookin explains it all. I think it just explains it all. Just know the story.
It came from buck music, crunk style music. It came from, hood people. It came from just, trying to express yourself in a different way.
It started in the streets of Memphis, primarily at the skate rings, nightclubs in the early 90s. That's when it took off from the gangster walk era, and then it moved on into the high schools, into the neighborhoods, as it evolved into Jookin.
Jookin's got a 20-year history, going along with Memphis' own unique musical style. The dance has kind of just grown with it, and as the music has progressed over the years, the style has progressed. But it's always been right there in the puff.
Jookins will probably be defining people who are actively doing it, but at probably one point of time, everybody was like, Jookin or the father Jookin, G-Walkin, Gangsta Walkin, the father Jookin. Like everybody was probably doing it. It was just like something that was done in Memphis in the club, male, female, it didn't matter.
Gangsta Walk came from just regular hood guys from the projects going to this particular club.
On Bill Street where the Plush Club at, 380 Bill. When I was out, we called it Studio G.
And started out just as a simple walk.
Back in the late 80s, early 90s, it wasn't nowhere close to what you see right now. It was really just everybody in the club just getting bucked, like, get bucked, stepping, get bucked like that. And then eventually, it turned into one person doing their thing in the middle of a circle. But at first, it used to be the whole club gangster walking.
It was a dance so easy that people that couldn't dance, they could do that. I couldn't dance, but I can do the gangster walk. But then they started adding extra moves and stuff with it, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's when it started evolving more from just a simple walk to it was more, twist and, breakdowns and stuff like that into it.
We would make up a routine, we would do what Hammer was doing, and we'll bag back with it, you feel what I'm saying? Then we'll break it down and, just do all kinds of little stuff that complement the beat.
As the time went on, I was doing this shit, and then I ran across Cat Romeo, and Hurricane, whatever, then we formed a group called G-Style.
Excuse me, Mr. Romeo, what's up? What is G-Style? G-Style is a dance, a concept, an attitude. The G stands for gangster, and the gangster style is the way we kick it. Now, that dance you're doing, is that what you refer to as getting bucked? Yeah, it's called the gangster walk. Use a originated in Memphis back in the 80s. It's the way we express ourselves physically and mental. What makes you think that your style will be accepted?
That video was real important because it dated the dance, you know what I'm saying? It put a date on the dance for the whole world. People want to say, you know, Gangsta Walkin' or Jookin' probably came from break dancing and this and that, whatever. We just started doing it. But that video, you know, for it to come out in 1993, that let a lot of people know that, you know, this dance not brand new at all. It's been out for a long time. And on G-Style, they actually got signed to Bad Boy, and I think they did a couple of albums, but they never had like just big worldwide success.
It just won't succeed. As soon as you think it's about to succeed, it don't succeed, you know? And it's like it just succeeded only in the hood, but, you know, it won't succeed nowhere else. So if you wanted to see the Gangsta Walk, it was like the Gangsta Walk was more like in club where something bound to happen it. So you weren't coming to that place just to see that dance because you like, man, I want to go there, but I done heard bad things about that club. But, you know, Gangsta Walking was always in places like that. You know, it was always in places where something bound to happen there. And like I said, and look at the name of it, Gangsta.
It's only a name. It ain't a gang. It's not a bunch of different people grouping up trying to make something happen the wrong way. It's a group of people dancing. You feel what I'm saying? And why is they dancing? They ain't knocking nobody out. They ain't pulling out no pistols or doing none of the things that goes on in that neighborhood where it came from. We was doing it as gangsters, meaning hood dudes that was trying to find another way out the hood. You feel what I'm saying? They wanted to, let's do the gangster walk and go sell some crack. You feel what I'm saying? It was, let's do some gangster walking so we can get away from the crack. Real talk, it helped me. If we didn't come up with a dance that everybody liked it in Memphis, then it would lead me to probably do something I didn't supposed to be doing. But I saw a lot of folks liked it, what I was doing, so it leaded me to do big 100 with the dancing.
And when I was coming up, I didn't even think about selling no rocks. I didn't think about nothing when I started dancing. When I started dancing, all that just got pushed to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Now, okay, Gangsta Walking started in the mid-'80s, all right? And towards the mid-'90s. And then now the mid-'90s up until now, that's when Jookin started.
I figure like the Jookin came along, it was certain people that was unguided from the Gangsta Walk. They weren't seeing it on a daily basis like how we was doing it and seeing it. When they did get the chance to see it, they would take what little they can find and try to make something out of it.
I learned everything that I could learn freestyle. I didn't know what to do because there were no gangster walkers around to teach me. But I just used everything that I knew to create my own style and then put that little that I knew about gangster walking in there.
A lot of dance styles have had studio time where they were able to get in here, look in the mirror, and look at their moves and work their moves out. But like Jookin didn't come about like that.
VHS tapes really played a big part in, you know, keeping Jookin alive.
Tapes were like our mirror or our studio. That's how, you know, if I'm on one side of Memphis, well, how does the other side of Memphis know about me? This was long before like internet or anything like that. You know, it was like the tape surface. The tapes were moving throughout the city. And it's like, that's how people who had never seen them before, like learn, man, like this guy, man, wow, like, oh, okay, I ain't never seen this cat. And you see the tape, and it's like, you know, all you can live by is that tape.
Like starting from when Bobo first put his Jookin tape out, because he really put out the first Jookin tape to set it off. He set the city on fire. If it weren't for those tapes, I don't think that Jookin would have stayed alive as long as it did. We probably would have just let go of the idea. You take what's good and you put it out there. People gonna see it as amazing. And then you take what's good from watching the tape, you take the concepts that are good and evolve them.
Things get better with time. I look at it like that. And that's what the Jookin has done. It done got better with time.
Their legacy goes so far back, and these folks are still creative. They still hungry,
and they still creative, and they doing something unique, we gotta respect it.
Gangsta walking changed my life, because it wouldn't have been Jookin without Gangsta walking. I mean, it wouldn't have been me. So, Gangsta walking it still has its place in Memphis dance history and dance history, because Jookin is now changing the whole face of dance itself.
This how we gangsta live. This is how we gangsta walk. This how we gangsta biz. This is how we gangsta walk. This gangsta. This is gangsta walk. This gangsta biz how we gangsta walk. This gangsta. This is gangsta walk. This gangsta.
This is how we gangsta walk. This is how the gangsters walk. When you see that circle in the club, you know it's
6, 7, 8.
This is where it goes down. UDig Jookin Academy. This is where we analyze and create style, concept, elements, everything else. Basically, it's kind of like the headquarters for Jookin. UDig brought the whole community together. This is the source. Jookin would not be Jookin without UDig right now. It wouldn't be as far. The level of dancing wouldn't have made it this far, anything. No matter how you look at it, without this unification right here, there would be nothing. We would have still been in parking lots. Still been in parking lots all over, scattered out all over town.
Jookin has always been around the city, everywhere, in high schools, in communities, in the backyard, in the middle of the street. And then you make a central headquarters where everybody can come to.
It's just cool, you know. It's young people, they having fun, they look for popularity. I mean, that's just the teenagers, you know. When you go to school, you want to be captain of the football team or something. You want to be known for something. So this is kind of like their place. This is their hallway at school. And when you step in the door, you may have credibility, you may not, but you always respect it though. Yeah. Disrespect is not gonna happen with family.
Founded the company in 2006. We had opened up on Lamar. Didn't have a very big budget at all, man. I was broke, just barely getting by, going through the motions, man. Lost my house that I was in at that particular time. I sacrificed a lot to get to that point. So once the business started to roll, you know, we started to get out to school programs, started to sell the DVDs, started to have different battles and different events for us to attend in the city.
UDig is like a community in itself. It's actually the best thing that's ever happened to Jookin, period. Because if it weren't for UDig Jookin Academy, a real dance studio where it really gets taught to other people, younger people who want to learn, but people that started, like the pioneer stuff, that was just their hobby. So they working, or they ain't got no other people that they can pass it on to. So at UDig, it's like we can pass it on and keep it going.
We could have a place to juke it instead of juking out in the streets all the time and getting in trouble all the time. And this UDig thing, it's like it's keeping us from getting in trouble and stuff. We got some place to go, but we ain't have no place to go at first.
We have a whole crowd of people here every week. We have a crowd of people. This might be a small studio, but we have a crowd of people here every week, and they support what we're doing because we're not doing anything wrong. We're not doing anything that's gonna get anybody trapped in some mess. Nobody's going to jail here. It's all love here. There's no arguing. There's no fighting. There are no guns. It's all about dancing. We're just here just to learn and keep creating and keep getting better. It's our hobby. Just trying to take our hobby and turn it into our life. Our family lets me know that we're not a failure. We've been very productive in our time because it just came from nothing. We built this from nothing, just from a history of what we knew. We came up together, and then we brought people together after we came up together. That's unity.
When we were 15 and 16 and 17 and we were winning all of these talent shows, people said, you should do this, you should do that. Well, I don't have the money or the business sense at that particular time to pursue the music videos or going to Apollo or teaching dance lessons and things of that nature. But I wish someone would have came along and gave us that opportunity. That's why Jookin is so important, because now we're starting to give the younger dancers, street dancers that no one is in tune with, they can relate to UDig because Jookin is from the street and they're from the street. So they can come here, get more business sense about dance, can learn how to take it to the next level, and now I'm opening the door for them to go to the next level. That's all we ever needed. was the door, a fair chance at doing dance as a career.
I have a great passion for dance, but it just totally flipped over once I moved out here to Memphis because I actually wanted to be a journalist, you know, just dancing, I was gonna have that just be a talent, you know what I'm saying? But when I came out here to Memphis and met Tarrik Moore, UDig, it changed. Like, dancing for me is now a career. It really is.
The biggest thing to say that UDig may have did for the Jookin community is more or less the visionary. To vision past your street, to vision past your garage that you was dancing in, to see opportunities in whatever you're doing in life, to do it at the maximum potential that you possibly can. Seeing that and realizing that if we all come together with the same goal, we can accomplish it.
That's my purpose for being on this earth, to inspire my peers and the youth to know that if they put 100% in and if they unify, what can be achieved? The sky's the limit.
You're seeing a group of young black men, especially Tarrik, taking something that, man, probably many have tried and have not been able to succeed simply because of the negative connotations that are behind street dancing, period. Just when you hear street dance, you get this idea of thugs, you get this idea of just a bunch of hoodlums hanging out. We're not doing anything negative, we're just trying to simply provide something for kids that like they wouldn't believe is being provided for them. It's like, wow, we can street dance in the schools. We can this is okay.
Yeah, the same people that give those comments about, oh, it's only dance, it's only Jookin. What does dance do for your life? What type of values does that add to your life? Those are the same people who are just sitting at home and talking about the statistics, rather not doing anything about it.
It's a lot of lost souls out here for these children. They're smoking cigarettes, throwing gang signs up, pants down, cussing in the street. Everyday living, you just get up and see what you've been seeing all around you. If you see somebody drinking, smoking, throwing gang sign, pants down, that's what you're gonna do. And you're gonna be good about it. You're gonna be cool. If you don't know no better, but if you show them something else different, that's what they'll do. By me having Justin into UDig, you got people around him, you know, positive, talking to him, want to see his grades, let him know that he can do it, he can be successful. As a single parent, I have to work, you know, I have to do overtime, double time. If I'm working all the time, you know, they'll work with me. If I can't reach them, they can, because sometimes we can't reach our children. And that's what happened. I couldn't reach Justin, but I'm there for Justin. I do everything I can for Justin. But UDig, when he started working with them, being around those guys, it looked like he just came home with a better attitude. You know, it was always something different. Really, they brought the character out of him. He was trying to find himself, and he found himself.
It's kept us out of trouble so many years. How can it be wrong? You know, how can it be something that's negative? How can it be something that's going to end you up in jail or dead, or end you or make you end up on the street poor? It can't do anything but help you if it's not hurting you. It's either one or the other. So I think if we can put the right message out there with our dance, can't do nothing but help. And that'll give it the worldwide exposure that it deserves, because it definitely deserves it.
Other than the G-Style crew, that's the only recognition I had ever seen for Gangsta walkin' Jookin, period, ever. I didn't, you know, other than local, but nothing on a national, international. I would even go as far as to say tri-state. I hadn't heard anything, no newspapers or anything like that. Not to say that it hadn't been done, but just to my recollection.
You know, Jookin was dying down. You know, it was a lot of people that didn't even know about Jookin, and they stayed in Memphis. You know, they probably saw somebody do it once before, but they didn't even know what it was. It wasn't until I put, you know, some time and some brain power behind trying to, you know, get the dance out there. Because if you don't know what Jookin is, how you gonna find it?
Jay had hooked up with G-Force and the entire Jookin community and started to put it out there for the world to see. You know, recording everyone and showing the world what we do here in Memphis. 77,000, 13,000, 25,000, Jookin on Channel 3.
Now new at 10, it's an international dance sensation that some say defies the laws of physics. And many argue that it has its roots in Memphis. The dance is called Jookin.
We kind of got to the perspective where we was like, well, now that we're actually trying to push it out there, well, let's put it out there. Let's put Jookin anywhere we can do.
We decided that we were gonna make leagues for Jookin, and that's where the Memphis TN come from, the top 10 in the city, and the squad up league.
We have battles throughout the year that we set up, so now it gives the Jookers a platform to come and expose themselves to not only the community, but to the world. And especially since the internet is playing a major part in what we're doing.
YouTube is probably the most important thing that brings all of our production efforts together, because anything else would have took major financial backing to promote it as much as we've done, to reach the masses the way we have. I mean, we well over 1 million views. When you put Jookin all together, well over 1 million. Probably 2.
But anyway, BAG and UDig to the stage. BAG and UDig to the stage is about to go down. This is the Squad Up Championship. Right after that, we're gonna have Ladia Yates and Juicing. It's going down. This is a Memphis Jookin Club event.
We started the Memphis Jookin Club because, well, there were a lot of crews showing up. There were a lot of crews, and then you had your heavy hitters, your elite dancers. So we decided to take 10 of the elite dancers and make a ranking. And we also wanted to take the crews, because crews are not known to be a part of our community or whatever. We don't have a lot of dance crews because we don't dance together per se. We don't do routine. By bringing those teams, it's like, how can you make the matchups? And we got a committee to do the judging, and sometimes the crowd judge.
Battling has always been the #1 way to get respect. Forget how good you is, the move you did. It's like, who have you battled?
Let's give a hand to both sides, both sides. So let's give it up for the first time Squad Up champions, BHG. To the stage.
There's never really been that many females in Jookin. I don't know, I think it's got something to do with the center of gravity on their body. I don't know, but they don't do it a lot. I mean, like, they're coming out now. It's probably more than ever now, because everybody just pretty much wants to get on with it, because they know about it. I think a female can embody the persona of a Jookin. But for a female to come in and get status like I got status between 5 and 10 years, to be the man, or the woman, nah. I don't see that happening for a few more years.
Well, they coming up, you feel me? And we still ain't even all that. Like, we good for some girls, but I'm trying to, you feel me? I'm trying to be a jooker, not a female jooker.
There's a lot of females out there that are actually just that good, but I feel like I don't feel like a female can beat me. I don't know any females. Eventually, one day they'll get there. One day they'll get there. They really will. But shouts out to all the female jookers, all of them. I love you all.
All right. This is history right here. This is you first. Queen of Memphis Jookin battle, baby. This is you first. Queen of Memphis Jookin. Yes, it is. Ladia Yates. All right, let's give it up for Juicy. Let's give it up for Juicy.
Can you set me up with battle, Tarrik? You know, I was gonna fight this dude, but I think it'd be better to settle it out on the dance floor. I have received so many emails and calls like this all the time. Instead of fighting, I would rather battle, or instead of hanging out on the corner in the realm of trouble, just go to the dance session, man. Go to a Jookin session and do your thing. You know, people get personal, and for the most part, a lot of people don't understand. When you're watching these videos, those two dancers probably know each other very well, but on the dance floor, it is war.
Hey, watch me crank that drive-by. Say hi to that bad guy. Little finger, man, you don't wanna see me let them triggers fly. Bullet after bullet, man, I'm stacking with your name on it. Point blank range, leave a stain with your brains on it. If we get the fight, then I'm cocking. And if I got that heat, then I'm popping. And when I get the bustin', like Jesus said, yeah, like Bone Crusher said, I ain't never been scared. Put that unit to your head, bite the curve, execution style. You don't wanna see that gauge, boy. X problem child. You talk all hard and walk around with your chest out. We hopping out. If we get the fight, then I'm cocking. 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 Hey, watch me crank that drive-by. Say hi to that bad guy. Little finger, man, you don't wanna see me let them triggers fly. Bullet after bullet, man, I'm stacking with your name on it. Point blank range, leave a stain with your brains on it. If we get the fight, then I'm cocking. And if I got that heat, then I'm popping. And when I get the bustin', like Jesus said, yeah, like Bone Crusher said, I ain't never been scared. Put that unit to your head, bite the curve, execution style. You don't wanna see that gauge, boy. X problem child. You talk all hard and walk around with your chest out. We hopping out your bushes to blow your back out.
It started off with 10. It's like do or die. They only had one battle. Okay, they only had one battle to make it to the championship, and they had a lot of competition to get to this point. So we're down to the last 5.
Man of 1,000 Moves is our Jookin World Series, so to speak. The finals is more than just Jookin though. It's kind of like you, Wild Jookin. What kind of creative advancement can you put towards the dance to entertain? We will finally decide, a champion. We've never had a champion. Now, it's like we're gonna decide who the best is now. Who's gonna win? Me? Yeah. Yeah, I must win.
Man of 1,000 Moves. You said when is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be a massacre. Personally feel like I'm gonna take it home.
You gonna win.
See.
Now the X factor is, you got Lil Buck and G-Nerd. I don't really know how they gonna do.
So G-Walk the underdog.
G-Walk is by far the underdog. I'm making everybody
by far.
Cool, we got the Man of 1,000 Moves coming up. G-Walkin.
Gonna bring it home for the Hayes.
Yeah, we trying to take it all home. We already the champions, the squad up champions, so he gotta go and take
We like
it
the
home.
Bulls with
We
Jordan.
trying to bring it all home.
They did put Tarrik in it, so I'm picking Tarrik. That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm back up.
Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson.
I looked up, you know what I'm talking about? That's the only reason I'm in it, because Rico can't be in it no more.
I had like 3 CDs on my iPod.
But don't get the ultimate confused, baby.
Hey, he is the man on the solo flow. Respect my genre, bruh.
Look, man,
is who I am.
I'm guaranteeing that I'm going to the second round, so I done already told him. And in the first round, though, that's when I'm really gonna go off on all their ass. High scope, didn't you know? DP.
Watch.
Now all I do is sit around with my band, play some old tunes. Can we play something for y'all?
They do what they want, not what they're influenced to do. Which is why I created my own.
I think I had too much salt in my diet today or something. I just do it like 4 times in the bathroom. I'm finna come though. I feel a little bit better after going here and getting it up at me, man. Hold on, let me put a shirt on.
Well, whichever one of y'all lose is out. Y'all two up. Whichever one of y'all lose has to battle the winner of their battle. Whoever wins goes on to the final round. But this is the non-Jookin song round. You want to come up next? Yeah.
We all some all-stars, man. Me, G-Nerd, G-Walkin, Daniel, man. I wish the best for all of us, man. You know what I'm saying? We all together.
What can I say? You know, I just went through a little sick spell, just a little sick spell. Had to get that up out of me, man. It brought in my second win, you know what I'm saying? G-Nerd did his thing the best he could. You know, he a hobbit right now with the little toe injury and everything. He a goblin. What are you, a hobbit? Frodo Baggins? He limps.
Man, for the folks that don't know, I have a broke toe right now. Literally, broke toe. Doctor's order is being a surgical shoe for 2 weeks, and I'm still out here dancing. Oh, it's really broke. See, surgical shoe on the other side. I'm gonna show you that later on, but yeah, my toe was really broke, bro. It's broke. Yeah.
You gotta go get Daniel next.
Yeah, I gotta go against DP next. So it's like, you know, I'm still do what I gotta do, cause I'm the truth.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go ahead and break that other foot, so to speak.
Check this out. Check this out.
I did what I could do on the one toe, you know what I'm saying, you know. Shouts out to everybody in the contest. Daniel, you know what I'm saying, he did his thing, you know, we've been rocking a long time together, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I knew G-Nerd was hurt, man. I don't think it was fair that I just got to like go out there full body. But I am a little winded, man. I ain't feeling just 100%. I need some food, man. I done threw my food up, man. Tired. But I'm pushing on, though. I'm gonna get through it.
Don't ever underestimate anybody in this Jookin game, man. Don't ever underestimate nobody. People will shock the mess out of you, man. You know what I mean? Look what happened. I gotta go against Daniel, man, just to go against G-Walk again. You know, I'm gonna do my best, though. I'm gonna try to do what I do, man. I'm gonna try to kill you, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna throw a little orange. You know, I like to give them a little color in the round where I really need their support. That's why I did it in the first round. And now I'm gonna do it in this round, because this round right here carried me over to the finals. You know, I go back to my normal colors and everything. I make it to my new age gangster walking and really define this name if I can make it to the finals. You know, I gotta prove that to myself today. I feel like I'm going dehydrated. Trying to drink a little water. We need to go ahead and get that score out the way.
This, ladies and gentlemen, this the man. That's the man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just did our thing, man. Damn, y'all hope y'all seen it. You know what I'm saying? Straight freestyle. We do not know what we going out there doing. I mean, they just throwing us the stuff and we doing it. Just had time to. When it's all said and done, if I don't win, they gonna know who brought it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know who brought it, for sure.
This is how we gangsta rap. This how we gangsta live. This is how we gangsta Jake Duck. This how we gangsta B is how we gangsta rock. This gangsta This is gangsta rock. This gangsta B is how we gangsta rock. This gangsta This is gangsta rock. This
is how we gangsta walk. This is how the gangsters walk. When you see that circle in the club, you know it's broke. This is how we gangsta walk. This is how the gangsters walk. When you see that circle in the club. This is how we gangsta. This is how we gangsta. This is how we gangsta walk. This is how the gangsters walk. When you see that circle in the club, you know it's about to spawn my niggas, but from light to dark. And you dig or in the park, really don't matter if you missed it. By tomorrow, too much love from overseas, like from Tennessee. Niggas hit me up from friends to interview me about this dance. Now I know that I'm the man, and our niggas see it. Appreciate all the love we represent Memphis shit. 20 years in the making, now I know what's out for taking. So please don't get mistaken with Chicago for my Jookin.
This is how we gangsta rock. This gangsta This is gangsta rock. This gangsta This is how we gangsta rock. This gangsta This is gangsta rock. This gangsta Once again on some legendary G shit on cross the chalk. This is how we gangsta walk. He didn't expect for me to drop a track and just flood. Didn't expect for me to drop a track and just flood. Didn't expect for me to drop a track and just flood. The streets is like the Jookers, got a Holy Ghost cause they love the beat. I'm bringing heat.
Vote on the website. Oh, okay. Yeah. So everybody can choose who the winner is. Everybody participate, choosing who the winner is. It's a hard one to call, to be honest. I don't know what the poll was gonna show.
The most controversial Jookin battle ever done. Everybody had their picks. I mean, we had Vegas on Jookin. I don't know who would be making all the money, because so many people had the names riding on the big names, and it's like the underdog showed up to do their thing, man. So big shots out to the underdog. You know who you are.
Since the Man of 1,000 Moves in 2008, pretty much everybody that was seen in that community and everybody who was thriving, they're thriving today. They're still making strides. Everybody's industrializing Jookin.
Lil Buck moved to California, made some connections, and then the opportunity came where he went on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and he did what he does best, and he showed out. And after that, actually, Ellen invited him right back for a second time to come back and just do the intro of the show. And you have Ladia and Lil Buck doing a competition on BET, going against Oakland, California. UDig versus Oakland.
It's been crazy. Like, Buck is all the way, I don't know where he is right now. Who knows? He might be in a country near you, because he's on tour with Madonna. From being sponsored by Gap, he's like their poster child.
You know, everybody's watching Lil Buck, Charles Riley do things that no urban dancer has ever done from this particular setting and era. The way that we are setting ourselves up as dancers to make it further. There isn't another culture out there that's quote unquote new urban that is in our position.
You got Ladia Yates with Missy Elliott now, with choreo. She may be working on some of her other talents. She's definitely a triple threat.
Recently, I've been featured on the dance show called So You Think You Can Dance. I really didn't think I could dance. Other folks thought I did, so I just got up there and did what I think I could do. So basically, it was fun.
Anyone watching the show now is going to know all about Memphis.
Great humor, great personality. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to go straight to
I actually was the first person through the whole entire Memphis audition to make it straight to Vegas.
I've been battling, pretty much, from nonstop in Atlanta to Retro, aka Turf. Battled him in California, battled in New York a bunch of times. Pretty much won every single battle. Doing what? Memphis Jookin. I know, hard to believe, I know. But yeah, just battling everywhere pretty much, putting the style out there more so, because a battle is, for me, a battle is no more than promotion.
We like to give credit to the movement for its exposure. Like the Janelle Monáe experience with Tightrope and being nominated for a VMA award, being nominated for a Grammy award, as well as a Soul Train award. Like, the nominations were reflected on the culture of Memphis Jookin. Not so much as the individual, even though I was one of the individuals to be a part of it. The things that have come by way of exposure to me are just needed in the journey.
Any endeavor that involves longevity does not involve selfishness in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You hold your own torch, but you don't hold the torch. And Memphis Jookin has learned that in the last 5 years. We simply have a lot of lights flashing right now all over this country. The lights are on. If you're watching, you're watching. If you're not, hey, you might just need I don't know, you need a digital box or something. I don't know. You need some kind of resource that's gonna help you find it, because it's right there. We're right in your face. And we plan to be doing it for another 5 years. It's an artistic movement, this world. Since the 80s, it's been one. We have to keep it moving forward.
Daniel Price, you have to give him a hand clap whenever you see him. Daniel Price pretty much developed. He spent, in the last 5 years, when we was dancing, I guess Daniel was sitting at home thinking, I want to make a video game out of what we do. So he was developing everything, writing down whatever he was doing. I don't know what he did. I just know I had to fly overseas to put the moves in the game. So pretty much, like, I put all the moves, all the basics, from the push toe to point toe, the buck jump, all the crazy moves that you see us do, I had to put that in the game, like. And it's already an app. It's a Jookin app for Android phones.
So in 2010, we electronically published a book called The Jook. I had been working on The Jook with Tarrik Moore and Dr. Rico. This syllabus provides a clear and concise look at from the head to the toe, what we do in Jookin, the steps that we make, the variations of the steps, and involving it in ballet. Simply, it's an urban ballet. It's an urban form of ballet. It has rhythm like jazz, but it has technique like ballet. Memphis Interactive got a hold of our book and turned it into a video game. It's the book times 2, times 10, times a million. We're about to go ham, as the young people call it. We're juiced up, as they call it. We're here to industrialize Memphis Jookin. We're here to industrialize urban dance because we're driven over here.
You got the entire Jookin community, a real movement that everybody plays their part, and now with all of us together, united, this is what you can make happen.
In the long run, Jookin will end up like ballet, and it has already proven itself to start in this short 25, 26 year span that it has been alive from the Gangsta walk. It has shown much potential, and it is showing growing potential. It shows on YouTube every day. They continue to watch our videos. New countries continue to introduce themselves to our style.
It was bound to happen. I mean, it's been phenomenal ever since the first day I laid my eyes on it. People just needed to lay their eyes on it.
Anyway, for the most recent news, we are an official elective in the Memphis City schools. You can take Jookin as a class, baby. Don't get no better than that, baby. Better get that Pac-Man right. You better bug something right, boy. Yeah.
We have believed since day one that we could make a difference. That won't change. It is the foundation of the company, and it's where the heart of the company lies.
We're starting to integrate education with Memphis Jookin, with dance.
Using the art of dance to help educate the youth, using the technique of cross curriculum, just to bring a deeper experience maybe into just the way we learn, instead of so much just reading and writing, citing, opportunity to create a visual effect with dance of the experience.
That's the interdisciplinary part of UDig, where we use Memphis Jookin and we combine it with core content, social studies, science.
Learning how to play with rhythms and teaching you this information to have you in the moment as we take you here, all the way to the climax of, Abraham Lincoln's assassination, to the point where when it's over with, you were so into the moment that it's not in here anymore. It's not just something you said. It's like when you're taking the test in the 5th grade or 6th grade, you see the Abraham Lincoln.
So we in education, we got an online game, we got entertainment. It's surreal. That sums that up. That's what that is. That's what it means to me. It's surreal. It's still surreal, all in itself, It's only the beginning, though, in this city, It's only the beginning.
When you talk about, something that the city has, and so many other things have been ripped from the city and exploited, it's like, this is one of our last prized possessions, if not one of the most prized possessions, because most of everything else that have been exploited, like Jookin was around it, whether it be the music, whether it be the culture, whether it be the fashion. It's like Jookin has always been there. But it's like, this is our last actual prized possession. And it's just, I can speak for everybody when I say, that's really all that matters. True enough, we want to get it recognized as a dance there, but the reality is we want Memphis to be recognized for Jookin.
But not only to give Memphis a name, give Memphis a positive name. A name that is not #1 on the murder rate list, not #1 in carjackings, robbery. And they always want to look at the black people when that kind of stuff happens, because it happens in the black neighborhoods. But if you're gonna look at the bad, you gotta look at the good too. If you don't look at the good, it's kind of like you're being biased. And if you're gonna be biased, don't say anything at all about what neighborhood the murders happen in. Because also in the same neighborhood where murders happen, is some young black people trying to do something about it. Trying to pull some of these people that might be urged to kill, or some of them that might be in danger, to come in and just be a part of something. Be a part of something that's not negative. See the opportunity in it. If everybody see the opportunity, then it can't do anything but grow. We've been all around Memphis. All around Memphis. We've been in schools, we've been in the boys clubs, everything. I feel like there should be some kind of reaching out to us, because we reach out. We reach out all the time. I think there should be more calling. The mayor, he should get involved. These are young black people don't do anything in Memphis. Anything. They just go to school and most of them drop out. So now you got someone that's trying to pull some young kids' mindsets together and you don't want to help. Why don't you want to help? It's like, get us involved so we can also be looked at as something important in the city, because I feel like we very important.
The city, I think, embraces Jookin, but at the same time, it's like we're still not noticed in certain places how we're supposed to be, how it's supposed to be and all. We want it to where it's like, if you Jook, you special in Memphis. You should be able to have a part in doing something positive in the city, period.
He's got such a bad name right now. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Jookin can save the city.
Yeah,
you know
this
what I'm saying?
is something real positive, you know what I'm saying? We ain't out here busting dudes in the head for change or nothing.
we paying $5 to come in here and dance like we want, you know what I'm saying? That's what we want to do.
I could have bought a sandwich with that.
I don't think it's struck the right nerve yet. I don't think it struck a nerve in the right part of this. I wouldn't say in the part of the city, but in the heart of the city. It hasn't struck that nerve that we're aiming for. It's in the school system, yes, but I always reach for the sky, and I feel like the whole city can benefit from like reducing the crime rate. Seriously, I think the whole city can benefit from that, and there's a high possibility that we can, because what you're doing is some people you can't really help some people's mindset. Some people are gonna do what they're gonna do. You're always gonna have people who just gonna go to jail. Some people, they're just gonna do what they're gonna do. There's no helping it. But there are minds that can still be molded. There are minds that are still fresh. And not saying that you're just gonna mold them to be like this dancing robot machine, I control you, but it's molding the discipline, the mentality that a Jookin has to take on to become who he is. If you take on that mentality, you might never dance. But just taking on that mentality and using those elements that you've learned, you can apply it to business, you can apply it to family, you can apply it to everything. The sky's the limit.
I don't even know what I probably, with no other thing else I'd be doing besides dance. I don't know what I probably would be doing if I would have never learned how to gangsta walk. I probably would have been in the streets or end up dead or something like that.
Gangsta walking kept me out of a lot of trouble. I'd probably be dead in jail right now because it wouldn't have been no other option. If I want to start dancing, that's what I was just been in the streets, just how I was raised up. I've been raised up around my homies all my life, and we just did shit. We had our moms and dad, but they was on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? You get it from there, you know?
Me, I might have been in jail by now if I wouldn't be Jookin. Because I was bad before I started Jookin. It's like when I get mad or something like that, it's like, it cures me, Jookin. Like I put on some music and just be by myself in the house and start moving. And it just get my mind off things.
Probably be out here in the street somewhere. Man, no telling. It's a real, man, gateway for you to, man, have fun with your life and, man, keep them troubles out your life. It's a real, man, real way. I want us to be a main place to see, You gotta be at Memphis, you gotta be in Memphis, you gotta see, man, what they doing. Cause they big out there. I want them to think that way, And I want Jookin to blow up. I want it to be a mainstream dance. I want it to be in every video, whatever, every move, whatever they make, I want it to be big.
The goal is to put the city on our back. Take not only the dance style and the culture that we have, but also the lessons that we learned and push that out to the world so the whole world can see what we've done. And at the same time, the whole world can feel the expression that we have when we're on the dance floor. It's gonna be a movement that's not gonna stop. I think the thing that's gonna capture the world as far as the movement of Jookin is not even the dance. This is more than us just out there dancing. This is like an art form, and as long as it's been around in Memphis for the 20-some odd years, it's always brought the community together. If that same mentality can be given to the world as a community, just to come together as a community and, giving back to each other, which is a lot what we do with our Jookin. It's like, I think that, not to give you the world peace speech, but I think it will make a difference in the world.
Book out. We glide across the floor better than Michael Jackson. We glide across the floor better than Michael Jackson. Book out. We glide across the floor better than Michael Jackson. We glide across the floor better than Michael Jackson. We glide across the floor better than Michael Jackson. We glide across the floor better than Michael Jackson. book out, book out, book out. We glide across the floor, better than Michael Jackson. Book out, we glide across the floor, better than Michael Jackson. Book out.
Book out.